Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Luna over here. So in today's video, we're going to talk about the 10 reasons why I love being a real estate agent. Alrighty, well, let's get into the video. So the first one is definitely easy entry. Anybody who is over 18, has a high school diploma, who passed their real estate exam, can become a real estate agent. So I think that is so much easier for someone who has to go to school for the type of skills and then being in school for 4 years and has to take out a loan to pay for college debt. And the second reason that I love being in real estate is you will have the full control if you are the listing agent. So once you become, an agent, you have your own schedule. You don't have to take clients if you don't want to. But usually at the very beginning of your career, you always have to, kind of go with your client schedule. Just because you don't have a lot of clients, you cannot be that picky. But eventually you will get hand of it. You sharpen your skills, you become a lot better at what you do. And hopefully by then you can become a listing agent. That way you will have a fully control of your own schedule. And number 3 is there's a lot of competition in this business, which is why I think being a real estate agent kind of brings out the best version of yourself. Because being in this business, I kind of have to have a habit on my own. Like, I can't really be lazy for one day and just expect myself to get up the next day, go to gym and come to work and prospect. I have to be consistent with my daily schedule every single day and just stick with it. And I love it. Like, I love being competitive. I love seeing my own track record. I love seeing how many deals I have done this year. I keep tracking like all the deals that I have on HomeSnap. So I love competition and how it always brings out the best of me. And number 4 is the bar is so low in this business, because if you think about it, honestly, in this business, I will say 90% of agent is amateur. Like, if you think about it, none of them really have a legit listing presentation. They don't really know what to say. They don't really know how to do the objection handling. And most of agent, if they are a bit older, they don't really know how to use social media to market themselves. They don't really have a technology to back them up. So if you are young, you are a hustler, you know what you are doing, you're fully committed, there's no reason for you to be below the bar. You will always come up, above the 90% of the people. And number 5 is like what I said about technology. Now we're in the area that everything you can be doing by online. You can use the MLS. I know if it's back to like 1920s, I think they have like those old books. And when my broker first going on listing appointment, he said he'll always bring like those paper files. He has to physically drop off like the checks, and just there's so much more that they need to do back then compared to right now with technology. We have the MLS and with Mojo and all the other tools that you have, it's so much easier for prospecting. That's why I was able to call almost like 1,000 phone calls a day, because the Mojo 3-line dialers, and they also have those data. I don't know what the engineer does. I was able to pull a large amount of data through neighborhood search. So it just provides me so many people that I can call. It just increased my own database. Oh my god. All right, and number 6 is unlimited income. So in real estate, it's literally sky is the limit high. Like, you can make as much money as you want. But I also encourage you guys not to focus too much on your first couple years of the income. You should focus on learning skills and be very experienced in your first couple years instead of focus too much on income, because then you're gonna tire yourself out. You're not gonna be happy. It's not healthy. But honestly, I have talked about this. This year my goal is to make 100K. If I can't make it, that's fine, because I'm still stick in my system and my schedule, based daily schedule. I was prospecting 6 hours per day on average. So I'm gonna have large tons of people who are going to be willing to want to sell next year in spring. So I'm not too worried about this year's income, because I know my fourth year I am going to hit 50 listings, or maybe, you know, my 5th year I'm gonna eventually get 100 listings per year, and that's my goal. That's long-term goal. I know I don't want to get too distracted by my 2nd year income, but I'm telling you guys, it's possible. Number 7. Okay, in this business, you can truly help people also getting compensated. I'm gonna tell you guys a story. So one of my most recent listing, it was a cold call listing. I called my seller, and he's an older gentleman. He wasn't really sure if he's gonna to sell his house, but he was telling me how his wife had passed away. He was super lonely in the house, and you know, it's time for him to kind of get help and to go to facilities. So we were able to put his house on the market, and he told me his bottom line, because he bought his house almost 50 years ago. It was gosh, it was like 20,000. That's when he bought it. So he told me that he wants, you know, like only this amount, but I was able to get him this amount. So I told him, I said, listen, I'm gonna try to get you as much as possible. When I met his kids, and they both were really appreciative of, you know, how I was able to help them sell their parents' house in short amount of time, was top dollar. So obviously it's going to be a nice check for me, and I was able to help him to move from, you know, his house in order to help him eventually get into a facility to get some help. So number 8 is the opportunity. So in this business, I was able to meet so many talented people, you know, including contractor, including real estate investor, and also a lot of YouTubers on social media as well. There's a lot of agents in, you know, different states, and it kind of, you know, gather us together because we are all interested in doing real estate and real estate investing. So I love being in this business because, yeah, there's so many opportunities. And next year I was thinking about investing on a duplex myself. So by then I already have all the resources that I might need and all the connection that I might need for myself if I was gonna do a renovation for my duplex as well. That's number 8. Number 9 is to learn the tips and invest on yourself. So this business, you have to always be a student. You have to always be humble and learn different things. Each single day there's always problem occur, and I will find a way to solve the problem myself, and if I don't, I'll go to my broker for help. So it's crazy how in this business there are just so many problems. And even with real estate, as an agent of selling real estate, there are just so many things that can go wrong. For example, if somebody who is doing like estate, you need to you need to, you know, get them in contact with the estate lawyer, because the name, they need to provide a death certificate for the parents who are passed away, and then it needs to transform. They have a will that goes to the kids who get the house, and the kids who get a house, you also need to provide a marriage license, and the person who are married need to waive on that transaction, saying that they're not interested in getting any of the profit share of that piece of real estate, because if they are, then it's going to be a attachable lien that they, you know, we can't really settle on the property. So I was just like, what? If someone passed away, they want to sell their house, why is it so complicated? So like, that's just something that I went through and I learned. And if it weren't because my broker or the estate lawyer, like, I would not understand. That was just such a complicated process. And last but not least, so think about a stockbroker. That's kind of think about real estate salesperson. Like at the very beginning, when I think about sales, I just thought about people who are selling product. I don't like being a salesperson, nor would I ever want to be a salesperson, because I never really want to bother people to buy something that they don't want. So with real estate, it's different because you're never really selling them on purchasing a house. You're more selling them on working with you and your service. So, you know, I don't really have any issue on selling, you know, myself and my service. And a lot of time when you think about it, there's just so many prospects. Like anybody is going to buy or sell in their life, anybody who is going to need a house. So there's just so unlimited potential with this type of job and career, and I can just see myself doing this forever. So here are my 10 reasons or 10 things that I love about being a real estate agent. If you like this type of video, guys, please, hit the like and subscribe to my channel. I will talk to you guys in the next one.